Hello and welcome to the Loud Women Radio Show. I'm Cassie Fox and I'm going to be your host for the next 2 hours, bringing you the hot new sounds from the Loud Women scene. Now it's a busy time of year here at Loud Women HQ, even more busy now the kids are off school, but busy in a really good way. As this show is going out on the airwaves on Sunday 28th of July around 5 o'clock I believe, I'm going to be hosting an all-dayer over at the Windmill in Brixton. The event is something of a London preview of what's going to be happening the following Sunday, 4th of August, up in Blackpool, as Loud Women is going to be curating a stage at the Rebellion Punk Festival. Now, anyone who's into their punk music won't need telling this, but Rebellion is the UK's biggest punk festival. It's a huge event that takes over the Blackpool Winter Gardens every year. So we're really excited to be hosting up there some of the bands that we've been championing here at Loud Women. So if you're heading up to Rebellion next weekend, and I believe there are still tickets available for the Sunday at least, let me give you now a little taster of some of the bands that you'll be seeing in the pavilion on Loud Women Sunday at Rebellion.
I had sex, now I'm on antibiotics. Everything burns, when will I learn? It's not my fault that anatomy dictates it only takes a backwards wipe and your vag is irate. Oral solution and covered in cream, but not in the good way if you know what I mean. Popped a suppository and hope for the best. It wasn't even worth it, it wasn't good sex. You and I made a UTI, but it's I that's got it and you feel fine. Let's dot the I's and we'll cross the T's. We were us, now there is no we. It's a U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. Hot chili on my noni, fire alarm in my punang. Scotch bonnet in my pocket, fuck my world up, didn't rock it. I thought that you were smitten, are you trying to kill my kitten? Burning like an oven mitten, now I'm on repeat prescription. You and I made a UTI, but it's I that's got it and you feel fine. Let's dot the I's and we'll cross the T's. We were us, now there is no we. It's a U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. Could it be thrush? It's burning in the bush. Could it be thrush? It's burning in the bush. Could it be thrush? It's burning in the bush. Could it be thrush? It's burning in the bush. I got nothing left to lose. Gonna chug this cranberry juice. Chug, 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 like you're sitting in the tub. It's a chug, 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 chug. You and I made a UTI, but it's I that's got it and you feel fine. Let's dot the I's and we'll cross the T's. We were an us, now there is no we. It's a U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine. U to the T to the I don't feel fine.
Now, for our next item tonight, are your kids addicted to transgender?
My flags are cold and there's stars going out. Hot wire than Eastern jazz supply. Shit out in the midlines. Skinheads gonna stay close and flies. Ain't gonna pay for what you don't qualify. Ain't gonna pay for what you don't qualify. What even are you? What even are you?
warned gender fluid can lead to nausea, vomiting, seizures, involvement in the music industry, communism, death, and even facial piercings.
Witches are wicked and wizards are wise. Witches are wicked and wizards are wise. I can smell the flesh of my sister. Watch their skin as it bubbles and blisters. We could have saved the world, they say. We could have sorted everything. Witches are wicked and wizards are wise. Witches are wicked and wizards are wise. Witches are wicked and wizards are wise.
You are listening to the Loud Women Radio Show. I'm Cassie Fox, and you just heard The Empty Page with I'm a White Hot Blade, brackets, Witches Are Wicked, close brackets. I love a bracket. I love that song. The Empty Page and the previous band that you heard, Twat Union, with UTI, highly relatable there. Both of those tracks are by bands that are going to be playing Rebellion Festival next weekend on the Loud Women stage. Both of those tracks also feature on the new Loud Women compilation album, which is out on the 2nd of August. In fact, you can order it now on Bandcamp, and in fact I've got the copies sitting in my spare room, so I can send them out to you straight away ahead of the 2nd of August. Also featuring on that compilation is the next band, the Dollheads, who you might remember came over from Las Vegas and played Loud Women Fest last year. They are a sibling teen trio, starting from the drummer, Austin. I think it was 13 when he came over last year, so I'm guessing he's going to be 14 this year. And his sisters are 15, 16, so 16, 17 maybe. I don't know. You do the math. They are awesome. This is their song Before Friday, which also features on Loud Women Volume 6.
There's a new song stuck in my head, and it kinda sounds like you. And I could listen to it over and over again. When you looked at me, my heart stopped. That smile could make me drop down to my knees. I know it's wishful thinking, it's not a cry for dreaming. So just help me, please. I'll see you before Friday. Too late by Friday. Maybe I was late in the first place, and are you even looking my way? On Friday, promise that you'll talk to me Friday. Don't even know if you'll say, but I'm happy seeing you before Friday. Oh, how I'd love to hold you, to feel you against me. Be nice to say that you are mine. But did I ever stand a chance against the other girls? Could ask myself that over and over again. But when you look at me, my heart stops. A smile could make me drop down to my knees. I know it's usual thinking, it's not a crime for dreaming. So just help me, please. I'll see you before Friday. Will I be too late by Friday? Maybe I was late in the first place, and are you even looking my way? On Friday, promise that you'll talk to me Friday. Don't even know if you'll say, but I'm happy seeing you before Friday. I'll see you before Friday. Will I be too late by Friday? Maybe I was late in the first place, and are you even looking my way? On Friday, promise that you'll talk to me Friday. Don't even know if you'll quench my desire. I swear I tell the truth. Oh, give it to me, God, come give it to me now. 'Cause I get what I want and I'm gonna tell you how. Fawn over me. Come on, want me now. Come on, want me now. Come on, over me. Come on, want me now. 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 Said I knew him. What the fuck was his name? I overthrew him when he tried to play my game. Fawn over me. Come on, me, oh, come on, want me. Come on, love me, come on, fawn over me. Come on, love me, come on, you lucky. Come on, baby, don't you wanna save me? Come on, want me, oh, come on, want me. Come on, love me, come on, fawn over me. Come on, love me, come on, you lucky. Come on, baby, don't you wanna save me? Come on, want me, oh, come on, want me. Come on, love me, come on, fawn over me. Come on, love me, come on, you lucky. Come on, baby, don't you wanna save me? Come on, want me, oh, come on, want me. Come on, love me, come on, fawn over me. Come on, love me, come on, you lucky. Come on, baby, don't you wanna save me? Red flags by day, red lights at night, a blaze of light, a future was bright, now a gloomy blight, unravel unwind, nothing to lose, everything to find, shells intertwined, leaving caution behind, and nothing's off limits if we're so inclined. What once was mine, if only we could wind back time, and no one's wrong, the sure feels right, if fortune favored the hopeless kind. Play with me, your second fiddle, hearts are shattering down the middle. I'm still smiling, only just a little. Ignore your sixth sense, let's wallow in pretense. Subdue conviction, embrace facts as fiction. What once was mine, if only we could wind back time, and no one's wrong, the sure feels right, if fortune favored the hopeless kind. What once was mine, if only we could wind back time, and no one's wrong, the sure feels right, if fortune favored the hopeless kind. What was mine, if only we could wind back time, and no one's wrong, the sure feels right, if fortune favored the hopeless kind. What was mine, if only we could wind back time, and no one's wrong, the sure feels right, if fortune favored the hopeless kind.
You're listening to the Loud Women Radio Show. I'm Cassie Fox, and you just heard Nikita with Hopeless Kind. Nikita is one of the 12 acts that's going to be playing the Loud Women stage at Rebellion Festival next weekend, as are S&M. who are the rather fruity band that you heard just before Nikita. Their track was called Fawn Over Me. They're a new band on me. I've not actually seen them live before, but what I've seen online has excited me. Looking forward to seeing them in Blackpool. Also, let's continue our Blackpool preview with Hipersona, another band that you might remember from Loud Women Fest last year, and another pair of siblings, in fact, sisters from Istanbul, Turkey. And they were just so much fun, just the most powerful balls of energy, the pair of them. They just kind of bounce off each other. They're twins, I believe they must be. They look identical. So this is one of my favourite tracks of theirs. This is Singing For You.
Singing for you, baby. Can you feel it? All the tension. This is our fourth generation. I got goosebumps, got a first sight. It's all the same when I'm looking at your pictures. Don't wanna bother about, I wanna know what you're doing now. Know that I'm psyching inside, I'm feeling the tick-tock. I'm fucked up, rah. Oh, I never feel like this. I will take a big risk. I know it's coming, baby. Singing for you, baby. Singing for you, baby. Day and night, 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 day and night. I'll sing it for you. Day and night, 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 day and night. I'll sing it for you. Feeling damn high. Why is it hard? I can tell the reason if you made me this night. You the one I'm falling for a ride. I can tell you with it, this is not a fake love. Don't wanna bother about, I wanna know what you're doing now. Know that I'm psyching inside, I'm with her tick-tock. I'm fucked up, rah. Oh, I never feel like this. I will take a big risk. I know it's coming, baby. Singing for you, baby. Singing for you, baby. Day and night, 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 day and night. I'll sing it for you. Day and night, 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 day
You're listening to the Loud Women Radio Show. My name's Cassie Fox. Hello. You are slap bang in the middle of the Loud Women at Rebellion preview, if you like. We're playing through some of the bands that are going to be joining us on the Loud Women bus heading up to Blackpool next Sunday, 4th of August, for Rebellion Festival, the introducing stage. So that band that you just heard was Baby Teeth. You might remember them from the International Women's Day Festival that we held up back in March up in High Wycombe. That absolutely took the roof off then. I expect they'll do the same next in Blackpool. They're young kids, youngsters, young whippersnappers, teenagers from Kent, heading up to Blackpool. They're going to love it. As are Fräulein, who you heard just before the Baby Teeth. That was their song Pruning. I don't know why I said it like that. It's Pruning by Fräulein. There you go. They're going to be joining us in Blackpool. Now, Fräulein, is a bit of a coup to book them, quite frankly. They're on their way to much bigger stages at the moment. They've done their time in the DIY scene. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing them. They're getting bigger and better every time we see them. As are the next band, Baby Said. So Baby Teeth followed by Baby Said, which they are, perhaps destined to always be sat together on a festival poster, bless them. Baby Said, though, are sisters, not twins like Hipersona. They're just sisters from Portsmouth. In fact, they're Italian Punjabi sisters from Portsmouth, and they and their full band are going to be joining us. They were a band that I heard them online and just instantly booked them for Rebellion and also for Loud Women Fest because absolutely love them and can see big things ahead for them. This is their song Fight.
You can't be fighting with fire, but I can turn the water so I rain and put you out. The summer I can act like someone's daughter, so I'll find a common ground. We shouldn't be here, somebody tell them, but we beat the system. So keep quiet as you shake, cause we're here for good, guess you got to listen. Move along, let me sing this song. You were lost, but we've been found. Excuse me sir, if you don't like what you see, then you better start leaving now. Criticize and you patronize, we're just gonna roll our eyes. So we're not scared, but you should beware that we don't run from a fight. never squeeze houses for ya. It's hard trying to please for a living when every day with you is agonizing. Make you think you've reason to talk down to me. Your sweet talking's only patronizing. I'm the Androgynista. Don't fuck with me, fashionista. Like this house is for ya. Face of pure displeasure. Like this house is for ya. If I bend my body like this house is for ya. Bending over backwards out your way on bad behavior. Sending off my invoice. Ain't paid me. Try to get in contact. Evade me. Call the guy I fucked with the Jaguar. You betcha use him for intimidation. See me pull up to the shop like it's about to pop off, cause publicity don't put food on the table. You hear me? How's that for ya? How's that for ya? Like this. How's that for ya? How's that for ya? Like this. How's that for ya? How's that for ya? How's that for ya? I'll fuck your reputation. Rip a new asshole with a strap on. I'm the Androgynista. Don't fuck with me, fashionista. How's that for ya? How's that for ya? Like this. How's that for ya? How's that for ya? Like this. How's that for ya? How's that for ya? How's that for ya? How's that for ya? Fuck off.
Loud Women!
Well, quite. This is the Loud Women radio show, and you were listening to Femmesis. That was their song Androgynista, which you are going to hear and more at the Loud Women at Rebellion Festival next weekend. If you're coming along, you should be coming along. That completes the lineup for that day, apart from one band, Playing Alice, are also going to be joining us. And they don't have anything recorded yet, so I can't play you anything. Get in the studio, girls. What are you doing? You're just going to have to come along to Blackpool to hear them, but they are great. Take my word for it. An amazing lineup. Really looking forward to this day. But of course, that's not the only big Loud Women event on the horizon. Oh no. It is Loud Women Fest in London on the 7th of September. And we have now announced the full lineup, which is Baby Said, we just heard them, BANGZZ, Berry Glasgow, Bridget, Bug-Eye, Chairham, Chloe Hawes and the Holy Claws, Desert Sharks, Doozes, I Doris, hooray, Lilith I, Lips Choir, Murder Club, Piss Kitty, Slut Magic, The Amniotics, Venia, Zoe Sky Jordan, Yako and Zaria. So I'm sure that there are names on there that you know and names that you don't know. Do not fret. You're going to be so familiar with these bands by the time they come and play Loud Women Fest, if you are a regular listener of the Loud Women radio show. I think next month on my show I shall just do a full preview of all of those bands. But for now, Team Loud Women have been meeting some of these fantastic bands. So let's hear now from the New York band Slut Magic, who had a chat with our Rachel Conway. Rachel Conway, in fact, FYI, known in the team as Little Ray of Sunshine, is actually the front woman of the band that I just mentioned, Playing Alice, who haven't yet got in the studio. She's too busy doing interviews for us, clearly. But here's what happened when she met Slut Magic.
Loud Women!
Picnic day. Saturday.
Hi, we're Slut Magic, and we're so excited to play Loud Women Fest in London at Rich Mix on September 7th, and we can't wait to see you guys.
Woo!
Yeah!
How would you describe yourself?
Jen, you want to do
Son
it?
of a bitch. I don't know. I was like, it's changed so much.
It's changed so much.
Let's see here. An aggressive train ride into gosh.
With lots of mac and cheese.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, glitter is usually the word that we use.
If there's glitter and surfing in hell.
With meat pies.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't really tell you.
This is great, guys. We're off.
There's a guitar and a bass
Oh,
and a drum set and a singer and a violin.
Yeah, throw them all together and see what happens. And there's a lot of different shit that comes out.
Less clothes are on by the end of the set.
And hopefully someone doesn't pass out.
Usually someone's
looking
about
at you,
to pass
Jen.
out.
Sometimes Jen lays down on the stage. That's
Jen brings the drama.
I take a nap.
So a live experience.
It is an experience, yes.
Sounds incredible. I'm super excited.
And also people that come to our shows like to get specific outfits for our shows, like things that they wouldn't wear otherwise. Yeah.
I will say that I haven't, like, we've been playing for a long time, and no one has ever come up to me and said, that was really good. They have come up to me and said, that was really fun. So.
I think fun is the most appropriate adjective for something.
Absolutely. Are there any particular loud women artists or bands that have inspired Slut Magic, or even you as individual musicians?
The Dorises. Yeah, one of my favorites.
Doris?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
No, technically I Doris, right?
Yeah.
That's not okay. Yeah. I just in my head it's the Dorises.
It's because they're all named Doris. It was. There was something like, I think we were playing at the same time as them, right? Like Slut Magic had been around, like as Loud Women was being formed, and then I remember going to an I Doris show, and they all introduced themselves as Doris, and then I think it crept into my head where we would start introducing ourselves as other band names. It wasn't exactly the same, but we'll get on stage and sometimes say, hi, we're Radiohead, or hi,
Tom York. Good to be back in Akron.
So yeah, that's a little bit of an inspiration from Idoris.
Truly inspired. Yeah, I saw them the other evening. Incredible as always. Which of your songs are you most proud of, and why?
That's an Emma question.
I was gonna say, I feel like we should each answer. We might each.
Yeah, we've all got an opinion on this one.
I would say the two that I mean, it changes all the time, obviously. If I had to narrow it down, it would probably be Shut the Fuck Up, which is our first like Slut Magic song that we ever wrote. And it's just like every time we perform it, people go crazy and afterwards are like, I love that so much. I relate to it so much. And like the reaction to it, like even though we get sick of it sometimes, the reaction to it is always just, it's so fantastic and it's so fun to perform. And yeah, it was, I think we're looking to like re-record it because we only have this one recording, the like live recording we did a long time ago. But I'll just go with that one. Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I would. Mine is Trauma Queen, the title track of the album Trauma Queen. So much like heart and soul went into every aspect of that song, and we got so many different artists involved. Like once it had been like once we had written it, the visual artists and animators and the designers that came along to like make merch for it, it was like an octopus of collaboration. Yeah. And it makes me cry. I still won't listen to it or watch the video because I weep.
That song, it's funny because every year there comes a point where we play it and someone's like, God, it's so applicable. And there's like a catharsis that comes out of, doing it again. Yeah, that's my favorite music video for sure. And my favorites, I love Shut the Fuck Up. I'm like the only one, maybe Jen also, but I haven't gotten tired of it yet. Because I think this guy's been playing it for like 8 years. So I came at year 7. So it hasn't, the magic hasn't worn off, but I also have the most fun part, honestly. It's like, a little busy, a little bit of a workout. There was a song that we started maybe like 3 years ago called Clown Face. You guys knew I was going to say this, right?
Yeah.
And it ended up being, it was a little complicated. We had to like set it aside for a minute because Jen came along and we were throwing her in on bass with everything. So this went on the back burner, but I campaigned heavily and complained loudly for the next 3 years for us to play it. And finally we're doing it again. So anyway, that's my favorite. You guys will probably get to hear it. Yeah.
It's actually kind of crazy because everybody said my top 3 like in that order. Because I mean, for context, it was like I'm actually like I have my phone on the side like looking through like the list of songs right now because I joined like 2 years ago, and 2 years ago was when hot boyfriend convinced or peer pressured, threatened. I don't really know what it was. Maybe encouraged if we want some I don't know, but I am here now, like, and I've learned to play bass, and I've learned over like 25 songs and then I think we're approaching 30 now at this point. It's just
it's more than that. Yeah, I think we counted like 45 or something crazy.
Yeah, I was just learning songs like left and right and just in a complete daze. But those 3 songs stuck out to me, and it's incredible that everybody like like Shut the Fuck Up was my favorite song of all time when I was still a Slut Magic fan, and then Trauma Queen with the violin like just made me feel, and then Clown Face was the most recent song that I finally just shedded my fears to just try to learn and to hone. So that was kind of insane. I guess like the song that I might resort to now is probably Show Me. That was like the first song that I learned that I really like. I think that was like the pivotal moment where I was like, I'm in Slut Magic, and I was able to like be free on stage. And that was like the first time that I actually just like let myself go crazy and then got like noisy, and then it was lovely. And I think every time Show Me plays too, like during like this really noisy crazy section where we just go super unhinged, like we just leave like people just going like yo and it's great. So that's it.
What's on the band's bucket list? Obviously apart from playing Loud Women Festival, of course. But yeah, what would be the dream for the band?
Have a sponsor that pays for all of our stuff. that would be great, but doesn't want any creative control at all. I don't know. That's fine. Then we can just do all the things. But
I think Tokyo would love us.
Yo, yes, Japan.
Tokyo.
Oh my God.
Asia.
I've been wanting to go take Slut Magic to Japan for a long time. we did Fashion Week in Paris. Like we played Fashion Week, which was friggin' wild.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That was insane.
That absolutely just inflated my ego.
Yeah, when you have an army of like makeup and hair people like swirling around you in the midst of like all the preparation, it's that like I was puffed up too. I didn't get my nails done, but it's fine. I'll get over that soon.
I don't know what else would be like.
Well, I don't know if it's like my dream, but I know that I have two. I remember one time Emma shared a dream she had that we were on Jimmy Kimmel. And I really want that.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Was that your dream?
I don't know. It's like
No.
Do you mean an actual dream, like you were like someone was asleep and they dreamt this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I think I like a dream, like a sleeping, went to sleep dream that Emma had that we ended up on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy this or Jimmy that. It was unclear, but a Jimmy late night. My personal dream is for us to play in a corporate museum benefactor event.
Yeah. Well, we are right on the edge, Jen. So
anybody can make that
time
happen.
to start pulling those strings.
I don't know, but we gotta.
I would like to get thrown out of somewhere, actually. Like I would like to be like after we go to Japan, maybe we'll get banned. Like that, I would like that. I think that would be fun.
I think we managed to get ourselves like semi-banned from that one venue in was it Louisville, Kentucky? Where I broke the drum set.
Oh yeah.
we borrowed a very cute, it was sort of fragile vintage little drum set with like red fur on the bass drum, and I just got too excited, played a little too hard, and like one of the legs sort of like snapped.
Shannon's very strong. Shannon's very strong.
I didn't realize. I thought I was like taking it easy. I'm like looking at the thing, going, okay, this is fine. Just be gentle, bro. But we had to shut it down about a third of the way in because everything went sideways. I had Emma like trying to sit on the thing, and I'm like stretching my leg out to keep going. But yeah,
Actually,
it was still a good show.
Bucket list item. I want to play a Christian festival and then surprise everyone. Like we call ourselves the Handsome Friends.
Yep.
And then we show up and we're like, gotcha, we're Slut Magic. And this one's called Shut the Fuck Up. And this one's called God is a Bad Dumb. And this one's called
That's pretty good, actually.
That's actually really fun. Let's do that. Thank you for asking.
Insane. That would be incredible. So at Loud Women Fest, the mission really is to put more women and non-binary people on stage. Why is this important to you as a band?
Well, besides the obvious
I mean,
cis hetero men suck.
As a girl drummer, I would love to get to the point, we're not there yet, where people don't need to like point that out to me. It's like, oh, you're a girl drummer, and I'm like, okay. if it could just be normalized, and it's gotten better. But there's like still a novelty. I would love for it to just not be a novelty anymore.
I think it is getting definitely better, especially in where we are in Brooklyn. It seems like there's a lot more, every different gender and identity seems to be getting more representation, which is awesome. But no, it's really great to like have women and non-binary people like in the audience and then like come up to us afterward and like see a little bit of themselves in us. That happened with like a younger girl that came to one of our shows, and it was a Asbury Punk Fest, and I don't know, she was probably like 13 or 14.
14, yeah.
We just like really vibed, and it just like it was clear that what we were doing like inspired her to want to do her art, and it just like that's for me, that's like what's so important about it, is like people seeing themselves reflected back in us. And, you know, even if they are hetero men and they're like, oh, I can wear a dress on stage, or I can, you know, like, it's, I don't know, it's really nice.
Jen and I used to work together in the music industry, and I'm going to go with Jen's answer. Cis, het, straight guys suck. And there's just no more need in the world for another guy DJ or a guy playing bass, drums, or guitar, or lead singer talking about anything. They have nothing to say. There's nothing.
Like, you wouldn't believe, like Hot Boyfriend and I worked together as recently as like a couple years ago, and there are industry heads that still don't listen to anything past the 80s and the 90s, and they don't believe that like some femme women artists belong in certain categories. And they'll say it's not a gender thing, but like, you know, like there's like a subtext to it, and as like
it's a misogyny thing. It's like
yeah, and especially as like and like I don't like to say it a lot, but like as a woman of like as an Asian American woman, like I can name in one hand how many there are in like the DIY punk scene. Like we all, whether we like it or not, we all know each other and like we all do the same thing. We all have to convince people that like even on tour I had to be like, this is a bass, not a guitar, or like I'm not a vocalist. And like,
oh, you know, yeah, same. I get the like, oh, you the singer? Like, no.
Yeah, it's like, no.
What do I look like? Come on.
Yeah, and like I remember at Iron Fest, there's an incredible festival in Cincinnati called Iron Fest, and we were there last year, this past November, as part of our tour. And there was this Asian woman that came up to me, and she was like, she came up to me wild-eyed and just being like, I cannot believe you're here. And I was like, I can't. And I remember like seeing her too, and I was like, I can't believe you're here and we're the only two here. Like just like Asian femmes that like rock punk kind of DIY stuff, and we just hugged for a long time, because it was just like and then everyone around us was just like people we couldn't relate to at the end of the day. So it was yeah, it's needed.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So the festival this year, and actually last year, was it's all ages. So as you were saying, yeah, things are getting better, but you know, things are still very, very challenging. Is there any advice you would all give to new musicians just starting out, or younger musicians? Any kind of words of wisdom?
Find people that you want to hang out with and start a band with them, and that's it. That's how you're gonna have the most fun and make the best music, or at least your best like expression of yourself. Like, just fucking find people that you like, that you would want to have a slumber party with, and that's your band, and you'll figure out the rest as you go along. Because yeah, that's what we did, and we have the best time together. It's just, yeah, it's great. So
100%. This is all chemistry. I'll speak for an individual. Being good isn't as important as you think it is. And I say that knowing that my bandmates are all technically better at their things than I am. And for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to matter too much, because we're having a really good time, and it's okay for me to not be perfect or really good at the thing.
Yeah, and it's so much more important to work with people that are like supportive and get you, and you know, like that's when your creativity blossoms and you give each other ideas and feedback. And yeah,
We have a safe space where you feel safe no matter what happens. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, very similar. A bunch of us are former recovering classical musicians. So, I know with me, it's been a whole process of like letting go of like the perfectionism and just understanding it's it's the least important thing. It's, you gotta like be brave, like just do it, express yourself. Don't try to cater to like anything that you think people want. And, even if you just started an instrument, you can still work with what you have to make amazing music. And yeah, you don't need to be at a certain level to be playing, to be performing. It's, if you have a message, if you have something to say, that's it.
Yeah. I think like there's a part of when you first start out that like you have so many like what ifs and like is this like and this leads to that, and like there's a lot of like comparing to like other people, whether it's who you were born with or who your environment is. And I say reject that as much as possible to really distill down to why do you do that in the first place? Why do you reject that? And then after that, like really like don't be afraid to ride what I love to call the panic as somebody who was just like, oh, okay. I can't wait for someone that like I vibe with so well. I am such a fan of him. And one day he just shows up with a bass and was like, see you at rehearsal. And you gotta just try. And like, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing you happen is hang out with a beautiful person that you want to hang out with them for a long time. So like, just saying, like just everything that tells you no, like just reject that and just do it now.
Like everything that you do is okay. Like Jen just shared a story and it comes off kind of cool, but like I regularly hide in bathrooms before and after performances. Like being crippled with anxiety doesn't mean you're not allowed to have fun and do your thing.
We all have so much anxiety. Like
we are the DSM. We're the diagnostic man.
Oh,
all told, we have at least 45 different disorders among us. It's like
you think none of us have social anxiety? Newsflash, I have so much.
That's everyone.
Fashion is so important because if I dress crazy enough, I don't actually have to talk to people. They just come to me and I talk to them, but I don't have to initiate.
And I don't have to either because I'm in the bathroom hiding, hoping.
Actually, I am in the same anxiety. Yes.
Then among us, we have like 55 diagnoses, right? Like with you
yeah. It's like the allergy panel thing. Like we got it all. We'll just
we got it all.
Slut Magic.
We'll
see you at Loud Women Fest. Get loud about women.
That's exactly how our set goes, by the way.
Loud Women.
That's exactly.
Loud Women.
Show me your mess and I'll show you mine. Tear it open, I wanna see your inside. Mine is smeared with gross mistakes, hangovers, power moves, and sticky floors. ugliness. I wanna see your inside. The mess unfolding before my eyes, looking at my hands swimming in denial. Sickness I didn't want to see. I couldn't stay by your side, I ran away. Show me a mess and I'll show you mine. Tear it open. Show me a mess and I'll show you mine. I wanna see your inside. Now I'll show you everything. My stupidity, mistakes, and vanity. Everything broken inside of me. Show me a mess.
This is the Loud Women radio show, and you just heard Slut Magic with Show Me. That's the track that's going to be featured on the Loud Women Volume 6 compilation album out next week. So, Slut Magic coming to join us all the way from New York at Loud Women Fest in September. Another American band coming over to play Loud Women Fest is the mighty duo BANGZZ. BANGZZ with 2 Z's on the end. They're from North Carolina. Here's their chat with our Donna Crane.
Loud Women!
Oh yeah, okay. Jess, you're doing it? Go, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
See you
See you at Loud Women Fest!
Fest.
The coordination. People said it's punk, it's just really written from a very a place of trying to figure out what's been going on and trying to understand my own battles, and a lot of it was from feminist awakening and just learning why does this keep happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? And then finally finding the words for that. So a lot of it is that angle. I guess it comes off very punk because it's loud and aggressive, but I mean it's just how we feel, you know what I mean? And a lot of this, it feels I don't know, I feel like when you're younger, you're kind of taught to not be angry and just be cool about it. And it's just no, actually, I am very, very angry. And that's okay. And it was kind of a vessel for that. So yeah. So I think, yeah, it comes off punk and but there's moments where we're kind of dipping into more of a grunge feel as well. Especially with the second record that we're working on right now. So I don't know. I think it's just, yeah. I always just feel music just comes from an honest place, and you just got to be real. You can't write something fake and assume it's gonna feel I don't know. It just doesn't come off right. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, I would agree. I've been in the band since 2019. And yeah, I feel like it's just an outlet for just all the feelings that's been built up over the years. And yeah, so I would say it leans more to punk, but I think that's just because it's loud and aggressive. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, we love loud and aggressive. And I suppose if it was men doing it, it'd just be called assertive or commanding or something then, right? So
Yeah.
I'm interested to know if there's any loud women bands that you're inspired by or that you're really interested in seeing.
I was just peeping the lineup, and I thought it was really interesting. The descriptors that some of the bands used were awesome. I don't know if they wrote that themselves or if y'all came up. I mean, I think it was I Doris that was kitchen, mom punk. Gloom Punk off. Nope. Where is it? London's OG Mummycore Kitchen Punks. I just think Mummycore is so cute. Like the idea of Mummycore is adorable. I hope they have T-shirts that say Mummycore. And then I'm also really interested in Yako, an Indonesian rapper. That sounds really interesting. But we know some of the bands. Desert Sharks is a band from New York, and we're actually playing a gig with them in July. So we're gonna be seeing them up in Brooklyn. Yeah, so it's kind of, and they came down here, maybe like yeah, they came to the Pinhook in Durham and we played with them there. So it's just kind of cool to like be like, oh my gosh, we're gonna see you in London. That's so cool. So yeah, it's just, I think the lineup looks cool. I like how diverse it is. And yeah, it's just really cool to find spaces like this in other places. Cause like we've found people like this, you know, in the United States, like different, like where we are, but we've done a lot of touring around like the US, and like we find these people who are like also just like, you know, just all about taking up space and like, you know, bringing, you know, music back to more feminine, non-binary musicians and like all that. So like, it's just interesting to see that happening all across the world, and to like be, because I just feel like it's interesting. We're going to be having the same conversations we have everywhere, right? And that's what's so amazing about it all. Like, yeah, that's what I'm very much excited about, for sure.
Jess?
Yeah, same, except I was looking at the lineup and then I checked out I think she's a solo artist, I'm not sure, but Bridget. I didn't see a band, but that was rocking. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, that should be cool.
Yeah. I mean, all of the bands you've met and solo artists they're just going to be mint, aren't they? The Mummycore thing, I think you'll really love Mummycore. If you like the sound of the name, you're really gonna love the artists.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's great.
What would your favorite songs be, and why? Favorite songs that you've done, by the way.
Jess, you want to go first?
Okay. All right. Well, a couple of comes to mind. One of my favorites is "Don't Touch People." I just think it's a good, powerful message, and it just sounds like it's. I feel like it's saucy, as I would say. There's parts in it that are really good, or not. They're really good, but like I love the way that they sound. I think it's just a powerful message. Like no matter what you're thinking in your head, you have no right to touch or be in someone else's space. At least that's how I interpret it as. So that's one of my favorites. And then I like we have a song called "Your Asian Fetish is Racist." And there's like one particular line that's like, you put me in a box and you expect me to like it. You put me in a box and you expect me not to fight it. And then there's like a powerful scream that comes after that. And that's like my favorite part. It's like all the time I'm telling myself, you know, I want to be myself. So, and I feel like there's a fight against it, you know, sometimes people trying to control you. And so that's one of my favorites lines and songs. So yeah, I think those would be my two.
Erica, what do you think?
That's awesome. I mean, I like them all, you know what I mean? Like they're like all like each one, like I very much take the approach of like, you know, each song like kind of standalone. I want it to be cool and like awesome and like well-rounded and just like, you know, there's a couple that are just like fun to play live, of course. Like I think Never Speak of Marriage as an Achievement is really fun to play live, just because it's just like hits the ground running and you're just like screaming. And like I think over the years there's a lot more like ad libs that have been coming through. I went through like a huge like dolphin phase for a while where everything was like that, and it was like hilarious to me. But like I think now it's just more of like I don't know the noise. I don't know. I think there's like certain songs that do evolve live, and like those ones are really fun for me. If they crack me up while I'm playing them, they're awesome. like in a great way. Like I love that stuff, you know. So it's hard for me to pin down which one I love the best. Like,
which one do you think will go down the best in the UK when you play London?
I don't know.
No idea.
I mean, I think a lot of people react to your boyfriend's really bringing you down, just because it's such a relatable experience. I feel like, but like we played all across the nights in like different rooms. They all like react the same way, and it's just like, yeah, it's like Yeah, you know, like that one guy, like your friend's boyfriend, like you can't go anywhere because like whenever you do, like he gets jealous and then we all have to leave, like you know what I mean? Because he goes like, right? You're nodding your head, like that's so silly. That's so silly. And it's like I'd never heard that be yelled before, and then like pointed it out. Now just everywhere we go, it's like yes, 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 and it's just like what is happening? So like I don't know. I think that one, I'm pretty sure is an international experience.
Cause he gets jealous and we have to leave. We can't go anywhere because he gets jealous and like we have to leave. We can't go anywhere cause he gets jealous and we have to leave. We can't go anywhere cause he gets jealous and we have to
I actually grew up in Japan, so I lived there until I was 18. I was born and raised there. So like I have like the perspective of that. And like it's interesting for me because like people always assume like a culture they're not from is actually like more sexist. You know what I mean? I felt like that was like really like what do you mean? Like no, like I had Americans come tell me like, "Oh, well, Japanese men are like super sexist." I'm like, "So are American men, like what is happening?" So I felt like that was like a type of racism. It was to like that I saw, like, you know what I mean? It was just like, well, no, like, like, look, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Look around you, like, you know what I mean? So it's just, so I do think that there's a lot that overlaps. And like, when I go back, I have these same conversations with my friends who still live there and stuff. And a lot of it comes up, there's like different nuances, but like overall, yeah, like, it's like we're all fighting the same fight, like, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
I mean, yeah, it's super important. Like, yeah, I think it's just, like a lot of us grew up with not seeing ourselves represented, right, on stage, and like not seeing us playing like certain types of music. Like, I still I teach music as well. And like I still have it where like, I'll have a young girl come up to me and think that, like, oh, well, I can never play that. Like, or I could never do that. And like, what do you mean never? You know what I mean? And it's just like the certain like, oh, well, there's a certain part of your brain where it's like, if you don't see it, you don't think you can do it. And then you grow up thinking, oh, like I shouldn't be here. And like, I experienced that, like just playing gigs where it's like, people assume I can't play. People assume that we're not going to sound like we do. Like, you know what I mean? Like things like that all the time. They're like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, but it's just, it's part of that. It's like breaking that a little bit, and then pushing against that. Like, before, like you very easily go to like millions of shows where like there are no femme or non-binary musicians at all, and like no one ever blinks. It's like, is this a men's rights festival? No. Or is this like a normal day in life, right? And that's what's being broken right now in a beautiful way. And once that's broken, then everyone can just be artists, and then we can just have more art, right? But then like, yeah, it's just I want that like weight of like, oh, I don't deserve to be here, to just really be smashed right now. Like that's what I want.
Yeah, we're in that fight. We're in the resistance, fighting against that. Yeah.
So I'm interested to know what the biggest challenges you faced as independent rising musicians.
You want to go
I think
first,
it's getting the word out. I think that's the hardest. Like, that's the hardest part. It's like, you have something to say, but it's just a matter of like getting it to the people. Like every chance we get, it's a good thing. So it's just, I think the hardest part is just expanding the reach. Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah.
I'd agree. It's just, it's hard because when you're independent, you're doing everything yourself. And it's just like, it's too many hats. Like too many hats, man. Like too many. Like it's exhausting, like you got your booking hand, then you got to promote it, and then you got to be like, oh, but now I got to go do the thing, so I can't worry about like posting or like trying to promote it if I'm trying to go do the thing and like get into this very feral mindset, like it's just like, it feels like a different world. And like at one point I realized, I was like, oh no, like there's a certain point where I got to cut it off and then just go do like that, get like, I don't know, kind of like go back to like why the songs are being sung, and not be like, oh, well, I need to do this. Oh, I need to make sure that people are coming. Should I post right up to the thing and like be like, hey, everybody come, like, and like that's so important, obviously, because it's like, it's that reach. But then it's like part of you just wants to just like create as well, I mean, but like there's a bunch of other stuff that like over the years I just learned how to do, like I came from a recording background, but then ended up mixing everything, and then like you know, I taught myself how to screen print, like, you know what I mean? Taught myself how to tour, like, I know how to drive a van, like, you know, like all these things that was just like building on top of each other. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of work.
All right, this is Hope. Say hi, Hope.
She's so cute.
Yep, this is my love.
Oh,
See, now
that's
that-
beautiful.
That dog will fit on a plane. Just saying.
Yes, very small.
She can sell merch.
Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute.
Adorable. Come here. That's it. You're so smart. Chicken. You don't.
Oh,
my gosh. That's amazing. I'm so impressed. But yeah, that's Bovie. He came with the name Bovie. Yeah.
Bovie's
with a V. Yeah, it was bovino, which is evidently Spanish for like cattle or cow. Yeah, but nicknamed Bovie. But we kept it, you know, we got him from the Durham I guess it's just the Humane Society, or what is it called? Durham SPCA. I don't even know what that stands for. It's where you get animals. That's where you get, yeah. But instrument wise, you know, I just have, that's my Strat. I just use a Strat, and I have some fancier pickups in it. Some DiMarzio that I've put in. And then my head, I use the orange Tiny Terror with some souped up tubes in it. And then I don't have my bass amp in here, but I'm a big Mark bass fan. If you know that brand, it's delightful. And then my pedal board.
Wow, you've got the full setup ready. Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna, this case isn't coming, but it's gonna be favorites only for London, but I usually take this apart just so it can be a little more light when moving around. But yeah, the pedal train is the standard, but this thing is heavy. But my favorites on here, I mean, the fuzz war is very important. This is a lot of the fuzzy, dirty tone that I get. And then I do have a big muff, but that's only for some other songs, because sometimes I like a different fuzz and I want to be able to access it quickly. And then I like my Pog, which is basically, you know, it gives you octave. So I use like a higher octave in some like moments, kind of like layer and give like a really kind of sound. Yeah. But yeah, it's yeah, I love it. Tone's like it was super important, and it was like a big learning curve, and like, you know, doing this as a two-piece is like a lot of ground to cover. And that's why it's like at one point I learned, like, you know, I needed to find more low end and stuff like that. So that was just, yeah. So I started splitting my signal, and it's just, from there, it's just really been more full. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure every guitarist goes through this, you know, like, I feel like with music, there's different things that you learn, like, along, you know, that you need to get, like, that you have to get good at, you know? It's like there's writing songs, you know, there's singing and playing guitar at the same time. Then there's like getting your tone right, and then being able to get your tone right in every single room you play. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Being able to hear yourself while you're on stage and being able to ask for what you need. Super hard. So hard, right? Life's hard. So like things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I use.
That's impressive. I tried to show you my dog, but she's sulking. Skylar.
Where?
Pups. Oi. Skylar.
Sally.
Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come here.
Oh. No. Aussie? Australian Shepherd?
I think they're just border collies.
There's a border collie.
Welsh by origin. Are you Welsh?
Smart dog.
Yeah, well, she is so smart that she's completely fallen out with me because she can sense that I'm leaving her. So she's just having a big old
yeah. Oh.
If only we could take our dogs everywhere with us, eh?
Yeah.
I had one dog, my first dog, she was a van dog, and like with my my first band, we used to take her with us, like it wasn't too hot, and she's just so chill. She was the kind of dog like who would just be there, and then someone would be like, oh my gosh, there's a dog here, because they wouldn't know because she's so quiet. But like I've slept in like a venue with her, like, you know, like and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
cool. She'd go bonkers. Like
You go bonkers.
the first sound
Oh yeah,
of a drum or
not during the
something like that.
show.
She'd
Yeah,
be trying to join in, I think.
yeah, yeah. Well, we do have a new album that we're finishing up, and we're hopefully gonna have a single out by the time we get to London. So that is what we're hoping to do. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, it's just yeah, my biggest goal is to just keep making stuff because it's like it's so hard to make stuff. It's so hard to finish things, but like once you do it, you're just like, wow, I'm so glad I did that because it's like a snapshot of that time in your life, you know? And like I think my ultimate goal is just to like collect those snapshots, you know, and have like a body of work to be able to be like, wow. You know what I mean? Because there's a part of it where it's like, I don't know, in the moment it feels so heavy and then like but having that exist outside of you is so beautiful. And like, yeah, I don't know what question that's answering, but it's super important to me. Like, yeah, to be able to see it outside my body. Yeah.
All
Sounds
right. It
good?
was so nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Donna.
Loud women!
Oh, you think you know the type, 'cause all Asian girls are alike, 'cause all Asian girls are the same. You don't even get a dollar by your name. Saturation, fetish, replacement, I said it. You're Asian, fetish, racist, you get it. Oh yeah. Oh, you think you know the type, 'cause all Asian girls are polite. It's all Asian girls that you like. It's just a stereotype, not a type, but there's a Asian, fetish, racist, Asian, fetish, racist, you get it? I get mad, what you want me to say, what you want me to say, so break it down, babe. I get mad, what you want me to say, what you want me to say, so break it down, babe. Oh, you think it's okay to say that you like your girls a certain way? 'Cause no way and we're each unique. Stop filling in the blanks and listen to us speak. A situation, British, racist, fetish, Asian, British, racist, you get it? Don't put me in a box, say me you like it. Put me in a box, say me not to fight it. Put me in a box, say me you like it. Put me in a box, say me not to fight it.
You're listening to the Loud Women radio show. It doesn't get much louder than that, does it? That's BANGZZ with Your Asian Fetish is Racist. Another track that's going to be on Loud Women Volume 6 coming out next week. And the BANGZZ are going to be in the UK playing Loud Women Fest 7th of September, plus other gigs as well. More about those later. Now, Loud Women Fest is not just about the Americans coming over here. Oh no, we've got some local bands as well, lovely local bands, including the brilliant Bridget from Southend. She had a chat with another Southend superstar, the lovely T, our friend T.
Loud women!
Hello, I'm Bridget and I am playing at Loud Women Festival on the 7th of September. I can't wait.
Hooray! Can't wait to see you. I'm so glad. I was so glad to see you on the lineup. Nice to have some more Essex representation in the house.
Essex girls do it best.
What would you say you are? How would you describe yourself?
Simply loud, energetic, in your face. You're definitely going to get warm watching.
Are there any songs in particular you're most proud of? Which ones have gone out and you felt have made an impact, got a strong message?
I'm proud of all of them, but I'm definitely what springs to mind is The Drive, commonly known as Where's My Money, Where's My Car? Just because even listening back now, you know, I wasn't used to recording, screaming or anything like that. I was used to doing it live with the adrenaline, but as a performer yourself, you know that you can't necessarily get the exact same effect going, but when I recorded that and when I listen back, I just think, oh, well done, like she did it, sort of thing. Yeah, and there's a couple of screams in there, I just think they're really powerful, and I'm like, come on, girl. I'm proud of all the last 5 songs I put out as the Damage Reversal EP, because it was a long journey, and then when it was all finally out, I was proud because I did it all myself. You know, I sorted it out. Obviously with the help of loads of different people for different things, but you know, they're my songs and my plans. So yeah,
it's your vision.
proud,
It's your vision that made that happen.
yeah. Which is a rare feeling for performers, to actually feel proud of yourself.
No, it's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Because we constantly beat ourselves down and we think we're not doing what
Exactly.
we should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of what's top of your band bucket list? Where do you? Well, I mean, obviously, getting Glastonbury is a big coup, and getting Loud Women is a big coup. And where do you want to be? What do you want to achieve?
I want to tour the world. I just want to do the classic thing. I want to see how far I can go with it. I just want to travel everywhere and play. I don't care if it's on some like remote island. If there's a crowd of people there that like it or they're up for it, you know, that's what it's all about for me. It's just that weird connection you only get on stage through music. Yeah. But obviously I'd like to play Glastonbury many times, but going up each time.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we could probably get you a gig in Southend. It's not quite the world though, but you know.
A bit of Southend.
So, with regards to Loud Women Fest, why in particular did you choose to apply for that festival?
Well, I've been following the organisation for quite a few years now, and I always kept it in the back of my mind of that's something that I want to be involved in some way. It's what I'm about. I'm a woman and I'm loud.
You certainly are.
Yeah.
Have you met any of the gang from Loud Women yet?
Not
you're gonna love them.
only you in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna love them. You'll absolutely love them.
Yeah.
They're really lovely people. And they're doing it for the right reasons, and they're getting a lot of recognition. It's amazing.
Yeah, as they should. Yeah.
Yeah, and doing super cool stuff as well. Loud Women now is now involved with booking one of the days at Rebellion Festival, which is like you know your classic old school punk festival, which has been changing with the times. It's becoming progressive, but really to have that is a big message to have Loud Women involved with that scene.
I was really excited when I saw that because, as you'll know, particularly, but like the punk scene, it's a bit of a weird one sometimes. You get people who truly are inclusive as a human, and then people who think they are, not being evil or anything. But they're not, sort of. So it's really cool to see a space for that, but not, you know, it's not like a novelty thing, like, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing about Loud Women. That's their values, and that's what Loud Women exists, is to create that space and say, look, we're here.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, hold on. I've just got to sort this out because Mindy bites the other dog. Sorry, Cassie. Sorry, Bridget. Mindy, come here. Come on.
There's currently a bit of drama going on.
God, what a hideous, vile creature he is.
The dog version.
Right. Jeremy Dog Kyle.
Yeah,
Do you want that?
little less
Talk some
bullyish.
Indian. Right, where will it be? When do you remember where you were and how you felt when you heard that you'd been picked to play Loud Women? Because I couldn't believe. I was just. It was great for me because I love you and we're friends and I didn't even know you'd applied until like.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh,
like, whoa, how good is that?
well, I applied, and obviously you get thousands of applications, and I like now. Obviously, when you first start out, you think, oh no, I'm not. It's my first gig, and I'm not on at Glastonbury main stage, and you think, no, I can never do it. I'll never be picked. But it was nice that I wasn't expecting it at all. Basically, is what I'm saying. And yeah, obviously got chosen this time, so that's really cool. Yeah, I was really happy, and I felt that's quite a big achievement for me, really. So yeah, I felt quite
Yeah,
happy.
it is. It
Yeah, I'm
is,
excited.
and I can't wait to see you there, and I can't wait for my friends within Loud Women to see you as well, because I know they're going to totally love you.
Oh, hope
It's
so.
fantastic. So,
Yeah,
um,
thank you for picking me. I know I've met Sharon before. They're lovely. I know of Chloe Hawes and the Deadly Claw, no, Holy Claws from they're from like where I grew up, so I'm sure we'll have some stuff in common. And obviously I know Doris as well, just from the festival scene and whatnot. But everyone else new to me pretty much. Never heard, never seen live, just maybe follow a couple on Instagram. So I'm so excited to see Loud Women, but in different genres, not just my sort of area, which is the heavier side. I'm excited to see all different bits and bobs, something new.
yeah, it is. I'm just looking at the lineup now, and it's really eclectic, and there's a lot on there I don't know, which is amazing.
Yeah,
They're coming from all over the place.
I
There's like,
can't remember the name, but there's I think Indonesian rapper, one of them.
yeah, Indonesian rapper fighting
Yeah,
sexual harassment and gender inequality.
yeah,
Yako sounds
Yako.
cool.
I'm excited to hear that. I haven't heard that before, so yeah.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. And then there's one here, Baby Said, Italian,
Yes. Yeah.
Italian Punjabi teens
Yeah.
taking the rock scene by storm in the UK. It's like,
Yeah.
this is just sounds amazing.
Yeah. I love
Cool.
that there's just all different stuff going on. Yeah.
The mission of Loud Women is to support women, non-binary people, provide them with a platform, put them on stage, and turn up the volume.
I think it's important because I just know and feel that it's important to be heard, especially if you might be part of a group that gets squashed down or hate towards or judged or just even not that. I sometimes, sorry, just going off on a slight tangent, sometimes I think one of my issues as such is that, and it doesn't bother me because it's very fun to change people's perceptions of you, but it's underestimated and you're not even given the second thought. It's just assumed that you're going to perform one way or you're going to have songs like this. That's why I'm like, this is important to me because it's about just having a choice to do what you want, having the space to it. You don't have to be you don't have to be absolutely mental performer, like crazy, like doing the most weird stuff. You can just be,
Yeah.
I think it's important just to show people, especially younger people, like hopefully like from now on it's going to get a lot more chilled out in the music scene.
Yeah, I agree with every word you just said. Actually, it's just you can on this platform it just exists, and there's no expectations, no pretense. Like you are you, and this is what you are, and you're accepted and loved for that. And I think it's a really good thing, and that's certainly helped me and the bands that I've been in as well in the past. So yeah,
Yeah, good.
As an independent musician, what do you think has been the biggest challenge? What are the biggest challenges? What have you faced so far, which has been particularly challenging?
So, in terms of actually trying to have a career in music as an independent artist, it's tough. You have no money, you have no time, you have to work lots of different jobs. You know, it's difficult. I'm my own manager, publicist, social media person, and what seems to keep coming to the front of everything at the moment is we're not made to just churn out content of a certain way that we think we should. So, yeah, that part of it can be hard because there's always a voice sort of saying, should you be doing that? Should you be doing this? And luckily, with stuff like this, like Loud Women Fest and stuff like that, it gives you, it makes you rethink, and sort of, you don't have to do things a certain way, kind of like what I said before. And another struggle, well, it's not really a struggle, it's just like an annoying mosquito just buzzing around. Sometimes you swat it away, sometimes you can't find it. But I would say that's what I just touched on earlier about being underestimated, or being just prejudged, basically, having stereotypes about you, or yeah, I just find it annoying. Most of the time it doesn't get to me, and I'm gonna do what I'm doing anyway. But sometimes you just think, can you just please, you don't know what you're on about.
Yeah.
Go and experience some love and come back and review the situation.
Yeah, that's it. And they've obviously not been in that situation before and seen that actually, no matter how we present who we are, we can be creative in all different ways. We don't have to do what you're expecting me to do just because I look a certain way, or I'm like, come up here.
Exactly. And I mean, like, a lot of the time, and usually it is by cis men, I will be asked, "Oh, you just the singer? Oh, did you actually write that?" And genuinely, yeah, I believe they're not being evil. There's no malice, but it's just almost would be better if they just came out and said something horrible to me, because it's like, haven't even given a thought to it. You just presume. But it's good fun to then change that expectation.
Yeah, but these sorts of events fill me with optimism that those messages are getting out. Like, especially looking at Loud Women hosting a stage at Rebellion for a day. Like, even that in itself is putting this message amongst a cat amongst the pigeons. It's like, well, here we are, like it or not. We're not just this. We're not just that. Like, that whole phrase, female fronted bands, that really pisses me off, because it's like, that isn't a category. It's not a genre. Like,
see, when
you're
I
a
was
woman in a band. It's
when I was just starting out, like, I didn't know the framework for what to put in your Instagram bio or anything. So for a couple of months or so, I had female fronted whatever, and then hearing stuff from other people, and then I thought, hang on a minute, well, no, that doesn't make sense. You don't say, like, male fronted band. Just you don't.
No, exactly. It's kind of othering yourself, isn't it? But you
Yeah.
wouldn't know. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess because of your conditioning in society, you may not initially realise that. But it's like you're othering yourself from the mainstream.
Yeah, that's not why I want you to listen to my music.
No.
But obviously,
It's because you're cool as fuck. So
Mm.
this festival, I didn't know if it was a lot or not last year, but it's all ages, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And that's a refreshing thing to hear as well. And music should be accessible for all ages. So I don't know what the question is about it though. Hold on. Yes. So yeah, it feels important that youngsters can come and enjoy a diverse mix of artists. And so the question is, for all those young fans that are going to be there, not Mindy, those young fans that are going to be there, and they see you, they're going to be inspired by you because you're cool as fuck. What's your message to them to encourage them? What would your advice be to them?
Just do it. Not to be like Nike or whatever you say, but just get started. It doesn't matter if you're in your room by yourself and no one for 50 years ever hears a peep. You know, you don't have to whip out a mad solo or like something crazy. But I think it's just important to know not to don't procrastinate because although it's you're probably going to be part of you if you are a creative, don't because just start, just do something. Yeah,
that's coming from an ADHDer.
Yeah. Spent a lot of time staring at walls. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good answer.
See you at Loud Women Festival, 7th of September, Rich Mix, London. Be there. Will be.
Hey, thank you very much.
That's all right. Thank you.
Use a rainbow. I say. We are the Wokerati party. We are the Wokerati party. These will be replaced by a woke enforcement gang. That's it, a minority group, and you will lose your land. Noble royal family, the palace to the quiz. The new national anthem is God Save the Queens. We are the Wokerati party. We are the Wokerati party. Wokerati party. We are Wokerati party. We will all be vegan and meat will now be banned. Animals have rights, you know, and they will rule the land. Borders will be open and no controls in place. Everyone is welcome, no matter creed or race. 'Cause we are the Wokerati party. 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 Borders will be open, no controls in place. Oh yes. And the dictionary will be rewritten. Yes. We're going to recondition your mind. Oh yes, yes, yes. The drag queens are going to run the schools. Yep. And the uniform is pink. Here. English, a second language, and we're going to have little wokey kids. Oh yes, here. We are the Wokerati party. 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 Oh 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 oh. 'Cause we are the Wokerati party. 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 That was We Are the Wokerati Party by the Wokerati Party. You've got to love a band that has a theme tune, quite frankly. They are a brand new band with some familiar faces in the shape of T and Chris from T-Bitch. And T, of course, is our gorgeous friend who was interviewing Bridget earlier. So very much the heart of the scene there, the beating heart. The Wokerati Party will be making their London debut on the 10th of August at the Loud Women Summer Party at the Hope and Anchor. They will be joined by Death Trails from Blackpool and Preston, Kin, Goddammit Jeremiah, And yeah, Wokerati Party going to be playing last, not headlining. Headlining is Bourgeois, I've already established that. But the Wokerati Party are going to also be celebrating T's birthday. So birthday cake for everyone. Birthday cake is definitely not bourgeois. Anyway, very nearly the end of the show. Before we go, a little treat for you. The Loose Articles from Manchester have just released an absolute stonker of a debut album called Scream If You Want to Go Faster. And two of those lovely Loose Articles very kindly talked us through each of those tracks.
By Loose Articles. Scream if you want to go faster. We're gonna chat about our new album that is coming out on the 26th of July. So we're going to talk you through each song. So we're going to start off with the first track, which is Mr. Manager. Mr. Manager is a song for anyone who's just a bit fed up of being overworked, underpaid, and got a rubbish manager at work. It's an anthem to blast out on a Monday morning or whenever you walk into work. But yeah, it's all about frustration.
So track 2 on the album is Are You a Welder? This song, the idea from it came from a conversation in the back of a taxi between a couple of my friends when one said to the other, are you a welder? Over and over again, because she was convinced that he was a welder. I think he just gave off them vibes, but he's actually an exam invigilator, so couldn't be any further from the truth. But yeah, so this song, from that conversation, it's ideas of gender stereotypes came from and how certain jobs are ring-fenced for certain genders. Yeah, it's all very interesting. So, yeah, here it is. Nice. So track 3 on the album is Pinball John. So this song is about, it came from a conversation we had with a guy in Margate on the beach. The topic of pinball came up because he was telling us about a pinball hall that was quite famous in the area, and there was a guy called Pinball Jeff who basically ran the shop there. Everyone knew him, big famous guy, big on the scene. So from this conversation I became quite interested in pinball, so I did a bit of research on it, found out some fun facts, and yeah, and that's where the idea of pinball came from. And there's also a correlation with the south and the north, because in the south there's Pinball Jeff, and in the north is Pinball John, who was Nat's granddad.
Yep, and yeah, he was big into collecting pinballs, and as soon as we found out about Pinball Jeff, we were just sat on the beach market being like, I wonder if he knows Pinball John. Like, so yeah, it was an all underground thing that was going on.
Yeah, because one of the fun facts that we found out was that it was actually made illegal. It was, it was banned, so it went underground. Yeah, you had to hide playing pinball, or you would have got arrested.
Next song on the album is I'd Nearly Made It. Nearly Made It is a tune what has sort of come from the frustrations of nearly making it in a band, and people sort of asking you as well, being like, oh, how's the band going if you nearly made it? And it's trying to make it in the music industry, what's really hard anyway, because as a lot of people do know, you don't really make any money in the music industry if you're in a band at all, and a lot of the times you put in so much of your own money in when it comes to recording, and then how expensive things like radio pluggers can be, people try and self-fund that and stuff like that. So yeah, it's coming from that sort of frustration of like nearly making it, nearly thinking you're gonna make it, but what is making it as well, and all the conversations you might have with, say, family members being there like, oh, what job are you doing at the moment, or have you nearly made it in that band, are you making money yet? Next song is I'd Rather Have a Beer.
Oh, I'd Rather Have a Beer.
Yeah, so
first release
I know.
of the album.
First release, big high energy song, and it is just an anthem to go out and have fun with your mates at the pub rather than chasing after, you know, rubbish sort of one night stands and dead end relationships. And yeah, just going out and having fun with your mates and having a good old pint. So, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Filled with Stella, obviously.
Right, so the next track on the album is Unpaid Intern. This song is about what it says in the title. It's about unpaid internships. And unpaid internships are a very weird, bizarre thing that exists in the world. They are things where people work and don't get paid. But which makes them kind of exclusive to certain people, because not everybody can spend all the time working for free.
It's a really old loose article song. It was bits of a song, and then we actually developed it into a proper song for the album, and it is all about how people view women in bands and the sort of things that are being said to us, especially when we started out in a band. And yeah, so like little things, what are like, oh, is that your boyfriend's guitar? When we've had sound check, we've been refused sound check before because we've been all women, and they said like, oh, we're not giving it to you, but giving it to all the men and not taking it seriously. And then also having sort of turn up at a gig and people just presuming we're the girlfriends, the wags of the men in the bands, and not actually taking it seriously, like we actually play instruments and that the instruments are ours and we know how to play them. So yeah, it's a song all about that.
So the final track on the album is Guitars, Cars, Knickers and Bras. So the idea for this song came from a conversation with someone, or rather it was a statement made by someone saying that they only watch men play guitars, they only watch blokes play guitars, not women, never. But if they did see a woman playing guitar by accident or something, they would be in the knickers and bras, in a hot place probably. But yeah, so after being told this important piece of information, I started to think about stereotypes around women, gender stereotypes, other things mentioned in the song like cars, because women also can't drive. Women drivers, they're bad, aren't they?
Not good.
Bad drivers, can't play guitar, always running around in knickers and bras. So that's where it goes. Yeah. Thanks for listening to our album.